voting has to be number one top priority for this election, because the country is all over the place. I mean, they can't even get it together with the fact that this COVID is real.
Right.
So where now the president of the United States has it. He still is our president, regardless of how many things that he does that we don't agree with. You have it now, so you know, what's your next move?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sade.
This is Nina.
And we are Meet the Shoe. So today we're going to talk about voting. The 2020 election is near, very near. Have you thought about who you're voting for and why you're voting for this person? So today, many people ask questions about felons. So why felons can't vote while in prison, why felons have to wait so long to vote after expiration of their sentence and parole. It just varies from state to state. But as you know, Minnesota, we are a state that restores your voting rights after you're expired from doing your time in prison and then your supervised release time. So from my experience, when I never voted. That was last 4 years was my first time ever voting in my life.
And who'd you vote for?
I ain't gonna tell you that. But it sure wasn't Trump. But anyway.
Wait. Why wasn't it Trump?
I don't know. Before I liked Trump as a
entrepreneur.
Mm-hmm. I think it's because I chose to vote because a woman. I wanted to see a woman win.
Oh, okay.
I think that was the main thing. And then by prior, she was first lady many years ago. So I seen that prior experience. So that's why I voted for her. Trump is a great entrepreneur. So we're going to leave it as that. So I received a letter in the mail. And I opened it. It says you've been relieved from all your
your voting rights was restored.
Your voting rights restored, and a couple other things that I just bypassed, but whatever. And hey, I was like, okay, I can go vote, and that was 2 months before the election.
Okay, that was good.
I know, huh?
Right on time.
It was. So let that be said, Minnesota, you can get your voting rights back. So please, if you're done with your sentence, if you're done with supervised release, please go out and vote this year. Right. Please go out and vote November 4th.
At least if you vote, that's giving you a reason inside your soul and your brain to know that what you're fighting for, whether it be, cheaper taxes, better housing, just the global warning as far as, how nature goes and, the food we eat, whatever. Whatever reason for you to vote for your beliefs, it's just crazy for you not to vote, because there's so many people that have lost their lives just for this, men and women of all races.
And I like the fact that Trump released a lot of non-violent crime. I'm a true believer that a person, when they go to prison for non-violent crimes such as drugs, trafficking or anything like that, they can change their life for the better. I mean, giving a person 10, 20, 30 years or life for drugs, it's really absurd to me.
Yes, it is.
It shows me that a murderer or a child molester can get out before someone is, just basically sold drugs.
Right.
I mean, it's wrong, but
either stole drugs or stole money. They end up doing more time than a person that has committed murder or did a child crime, So that's the hurtful thing about it, is that nothing's fair.
No.
Now, as far as Trump and releasing people from prison that had nonviolent crimes, I think that was in the best interest of him because he needs everybody on every side, all teams, to get on his side for him to get into office. That was a blessing. There are so many people that were locked up that got out because of him. And all those people said that they're voting. You know, I know people that have been released and talked to them, and they said that's definitely who they're voting for. You know, their loved ones are voting for him just for that reason, even though I think that, you know, with the state of the world, with what's going on with Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, you know, I think that, and many more, I think that when he doesn't address, you know, the black community about the things that are going on, I think that that's wrong. Being as though you're the leader, you run the world, so you set the tone. You've given all these options for the racist people to stand up and stand by. I mean, what does that mean? Right. You know what I'm saying? You give out all these instructions to assist hate, but you haven't done no assistance that will assist love. You know, we're just looking at you like, okay, we, you know, as in the people that have voted for him, because I didn't, but people that do vote for him, you know, everybody has their rights or whatever. Everybody has their beliefs. I'm not against whoever you vote. That's your business. But being as though he is the leader, like I said, and he's not addressing the issues at hand, it's hurtful. So now, due to the fact of we're going through the voting and it's election time, boom, he gets COVID. And everyone at first was like, oh, it's a hoax. Oh, it's a lie, but it's not. And I could see how he got it because he doesn't wear a mask and he's against the mask. Then he keeps saying, oh, you can just get over it. Oh, we're working on a cure right now and it's going to go fast and don't worry about it. By spring, you all will get back to normal. That's all a lie. And it's coming full circle now that it's a lie. So for this election, it's probably more important than any election that we've ever had to get out and vote. Because we don't know what this man is going to do. I mean, he's already 74 years old. He's not going to bow out. No. And his ego won't allow him to do that. And so even if he's sick and he stays sick, he's not going to put it down. He's not going to go, you know, turn away from the election. This is very, very important to him, as we can see. So it's important enough to him to tell the American people lies, you know. So
now we have Biden, Democrat, Trump's Republican, and then we have the independent Kanye West. So what do you think? I mean, I know you did a little research on him, and who's is he on a...
He's on a Minnesota ballot, yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, he I don't know what person would even think or what his topics would be or what he could do for us. Like, you don't have no political background.
Well, Trump didn't either, so...
No, Trump didn't. And really, the White House is ran by the aides, right?
Yes, Congress.
So the aides is who tells you what to do and say, right? And the thing with Kanye is, even with Trump, that's probably why they get along. It looks just like a stunt to me. Yeah. Like, it looks like a lie. Like, you just want it's another thing to go a notch, you know, up under your belt to say you've done something so childish. And the reason why I'm saying childish is because you think it's a joke. Exactly. I don't mean you're childish as a human because I don't know you, but it's childish for you to say, oh, you know, I'm a billionaire. I can just go right out there and do anything that I want to do. But really, what about the people that are taking you serious? Because there's some people
that take you serious.
Yes, it is. It's some people, and like
2%.
Chicago, 2%.
2% saying
wow.
People want to vote for Kanye West.
Oh, wow. So that's probably a lot of Chicago.
Yeah, okay, right. Because, Trump wants to split the black vote.
Exactly.
He's a rapper. Everybody loves him.
Exactly.
He's a great entertainer. He's a great rapper. But,
So tell me this. Do you think he would be in the same category as, what's the governor of Kentucky right now? The black man, the dude.
What is his name?
He don't matter. But the governor of Kentucky right now, the black man that they're calling him a house, you know what? A house, he's the house. Yeah. He's the house, you know what? So him that allowed those officers right now to get off, you know what I'm saying? Not be charged. The attorney general, yeah. So do you think that Kanye West would be in the same category as him as far as wanting to divide the black vote? As far as the black people going, to get it thrown to the side so some votes can be wasted on him and won't be given to Biden so Biden can lose and Trump can win, because Kanye West, that looks like he was used as the pawn. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the scapegoat.
He was the one saying slavery was a choice.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
His big words.
Yes, slavery was a choice. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, even his she's not Caucasian. What is Kim Kardashian?
Persian or somewhere over.
I don't know, but even she said and felt that was very disrespectful. Mm-hmm. So, saying this to say that voting has to be number one top priority for this election, because the country is all over the place. I mean, they can't even get it together with the fact that this COVID is real. Right. So where now the president of the United States has it. He still is our president, regardless of how many things that he does that we don't agree with. You have it now, so what's your next move? He hasn't even finished doing the things that he was supposed to do for us for these 4 years. So how can he then So how can anyone believe him outside of releasing, which I love? He did blow me away on that. He did release a lot of non-violent offenders due to the First Step Act.
Yes.
He did.
Mm-hmm. But, far as, when we go back for voting rights, there's 2 states that let prisoners vote.
Okay, and what are those? Who is that?
That is a great. Vermont and Maine.
Okay.
So while in prison, they can exercise their right to vote. I love that.
Oh, wow, yes, I do too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder, what do they feel when they, does it make them, their time go by a little better, that they feel a little normalcy while they're locked up doing their time?
They feel like they're part of something, and I feel they should do that with all states. When you voting for something, you're in prison and you voting for something that's outside the wall. I think you feel so. Oh my God! I would be happy. Right. I'd be like, I did something.
Right. Yeah, I would.
That's special.
I would. So,
So the prison, it's Marble Valley Regional Correctional Facility in Vermont. And then I think Maine is Rutland Correctional Facility. Yep. And they established that in 2008, I think.
Yeah, 2008, yes.
So, I mean, I know they put it on many states have offered that in their
which there's, what is it, 3 other states right now that they introduced it into, to let people vote. Mm-hmm. It was Mississippi, Alabama, and Alaska.
Oh, nice.
They wanted the prisoners there to do it due to the crime.
Oh,
right?
Depending on the crime.
Depending on the crime. Now, if you had a violent crime, you couldn't do it.
Right.
But if you didn't, you could. So now, Sanders had introduced in that everybody should be able to vote, regardless of the crime. Mm-hmm. But that didn't go anywhere. So it's like legislation is still putting, stipulations. All the representatives are still putting stipulations on voting rights in the penitentiaries, So.
Because I see, they say at least 9 states. Mississippi is one of them, so I'm shocked for them to even put that on the table for a person to vote. Because they permanently, if you catch a felony in Mississippi, Alabama, you never will be able to vote.
Wow.
Never.
Look at that.
That's a good thing. That's a big leap,
Yeah.
to be able to vote again.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice.
That would. Okay, well, we definitely want you guys to get out and vote. And make sure that this election
counts
is right at the top of your to-do list. Please, regardless of what state you're in.
Mm-hmm. Please. And I don't want to hear everybody say the famous thing, my vote not gonna count.
Right, but why? How would you not know? I would rather do it to feel like I've done it to help my community.
Exactly.
And the world that I live in. I would like to do it just for that purpose, right? And make sure that I'm setting an example for my children to let them know how important it is, because you can't complain about it if you didn't try to do something about it. If it don't count, at some point it will count. So how do we know that it won't count this time? Right. How do we know that while you're alive, something won't change? You won't know until you try,
Yes. So everyone, please exercise your right to vote. We're going to put a couple links in our bio to let you know if you need to register or chime in. What state are you in with a felony? Let us know.
Yes. And any questions that you have about this podcast or any podcast of our last episodes, let us know. We will leave the links down below. And thank you for tuning in for another episode of Meet the Shoe.
Yes, thank you.